Welcome to the engagement video shoot. We are here at Aldersgate United Methodist Church, and Kaitlyn and I are going to film a music video. She already knows that we're filming this music video. Then afterwards, Tim, turn around and show your face. This boy Tim, he's a beautiful man. He's filming. He's gonna get out of here and he's gonna rush to my parents' house right afterwards, and so Kaitlyn will be like, okay. So he's not proposing, whatever. And he's gonna hide at my parents' house. And I'm still gonna propose at my parents' house. Hopefully she won't see it coming.
I was made for loving you. Even though we may be hopeless, hearts just passing through. Every bone screaming, I don't know what we should do. All I know is, darling, I was made for loving you.
Mom's over here. She's making some taco soup. It's gonna be for Kaitlyn because she won't eat before the music video happens. She's actually probably gonna eat it right before she gets proposed to. But that way she's not expecting anything different to happen. It's just gonna be come eat some food at Mom and Dad's house. I'm gonna take you through some of the things that are hidden in this room. Are you ready? We have a GoPro sitting right here. It will be filming us as Kaitlyn and I walk into the room. She will have no idea. Hopefully, in this entertainment center, there's another GoPro down in there. You can't see it at all, but it's there. And also, to record some nice audio, I have wired into this entertainment center 2 different microphones, and they're gonna pick up our audio of us talking. Hopefully she does not see them at all. And then the actual hard drive that the recording is being recorded on is down here. Hopefully everything goes as planned. Hopefully everything works out. Hopefully she is surprised. That's my goal. You filming that?
No, I didn't get that.
Sure. Did you get it out?
Jerk.
Did you get it out?
Yeah.
'Cause to know you is to know love, and to know love is to know enough to walk with you through this life, from now until the day I die.
You've got something in your eyes.
Killing it. Ready? Here we go.
Oh, that's not right. Walk with me. Next time you hear the door ding.
I'm gonna lie.
Okay. Well, he hasn't called yet.
Okay.
So. Well, I might as well iron while I'm sitting here. Oh, here's the phone call. Hello. Okay, so you'll be here in about 10? Yeah. Everybody's down in the basement. Tim's here. I'm ironing. Yep, we're good. Okay, I just received the phone call. They're here. I'm ironing.
Ask your doctor about today.
Hey. How's it going? Good. It's actually cooling off. I was gonna put it in the refrigerator. When you're done warming it up, come on in here.
Feel back home, and that's why I really try to add personal touch. And the fact that they'll see them at kids' church for them, they just know this is a labor of love from our family to theirs.
So is there anybody who wants to watch?
Keep an eye on that one. Needs toilet. This is the best stuff to happen in the house is running water.
Have you heard this song yet?
I don't know.
Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
Yeah, iron while we're watching it.
And I will sing a midnight serenade for you.
We have that HDMI cable. We can watch it. Yeah. There's only one file on here. And I don't even know what this is. What? What? Hey, Kaitlyn Michelle Hadfield. You're probably wondering why you're watching this video right now. But then as you're wondering why you're watching this video, you're probably smart enough to figure out what's about to happen. Well, while you wait for what's about to happen, I know you've been waiting a long time, but you're gonna wait a little bit longer because I'm gonna tell you a little story. And it is a story called The Adventures of Kaitlyn. It's a chronological story starting in August of 2011, and it will never end because we are about to spend the rest of our life together. But before we spend the rest of our lives together, let's reflect on what's happened in the past. Starting with, I wrote it out so I wouldn't forget, August 25th, 2011. We saw each other's names for the first time on the final roster for the 2011-2012 Missouri State University Concert Chorale. September 3rd, 2011, we had our first conversation standing next to each other in the green room at Juanita K. Hammond's Hall. I dropped my music on the floor, wasn't supposed to. You looked at me and you said, "You fool!" Not really, but that's how I remember it. September 12th, 2011, we decided while sitting at Ellis Hall, we were gonna be best friends. I invited you to church and I invited you to Christian Campus House. On that same day, you wrote a little journal entry. You said, "Thank you for encouraging me today through Blake. There are people out there that love you and are pursuing you. Help me to develop a better friendship with him and find out if I like his church." That was your first journal entry about me. 2 days later, apparently you fell in love with me. On September 14th of 2011, we walked to Soul Food for Freshmen for the first time together. After this, we went through a semester of confusion. I was dating someone else, you really liked me, I hung out with you all the time, we were best friends, but we weren't dating. On November 29th, 2011, a couple days after Thanksgiving break, we came back home from Thanksgiving break, and I finally admitted that I liked you. January of 2012, we went on tour with Chorale. We sat by each other on the bus, and at the end of the tour, you accidentally put your head on my shoulder while you fell asleep. On January 19th of 2012, I officially told you that I liked you, and I also told you that when you smile, an angel gets its wings. So there's that. We went through another confusing semester where people cheered us on and some people tore us down. February of 2012, we held hands for the first time. Spring break of 2012, we were able to see how much we both loved children. We were able to serve along with our other friends from CCH. by going and running a VBS on the Navajo Reservation in Arizona. That was a really great trip to see how you interact with little kids and to see how much you love serving the Lord. Finals week of May 2012, we had our first official study date behind the library. We took pictures together, we studied a little bit, we mainly just talked, and then on May 22nd of 2012, we headed off for an adventure to Germany and Paris with the Missouri State Concert Chorale. On May 26th of 2012, my birthday, you leaned over on an 8-hour bus ride to Boppert, Germany. You told me happy birthday, and you gave me what seemed to be a kiss on the cheek, but it was so soft that I had to ask you if it was actually a kiss. That night, we officially had our first kiss in Boppert, Germany. The next day, we had our first official date on May 27th of 2012 in a creepy Indian place serving American food in Germany. So it was just all sorts of messed up, but we made it special. Later that week, we kissed on top of the Eiffel Tower, a memory I will never forget. On June 3rd of 2012, immediately after coming back from Germany and Paris, I asked your dad if I could date you, and he said yes. On August 18th of 2012, the day before your birthday, I gave you a little CD with a song called Kaitlyn is a Friend of Mine on it. In case you forgot, here's a little clip of it.
Kaitlyn is a friend of mine. Kaitlyn is my friend. Kaitlyn is a friend of mine. I have a friend named Kaitlyn. Kaitlyn is a friend of mine. Kaitlyn is my friend. Kaitlyn is a friend of mine.
So anyway, there's that. In September of 2012, you decided that you wanted to go to Kenya with CCH. So of course, I decided I wanted to go, but mainly it was because I wanted to go with you. Not necessarily the right intentions to go on a mission trip, but God used that to totally change my life. As a couple now, we both have a huge heart for the people in Kenya. We are going to be serving alongside each other for the rest of our lives. It's really been evident that we are supposed to serve together. On October 31st of 2012, it was Halloween. For some reason, we decided to dress up as Troy and Gabriella from High School Musical. I don't know if that was a good choice or bad choice.
Bad choice.
February 14th, 2013, we had our first Valentine's date at the Aviary. In May of 2013, we toured New York City with the Missouri State Concert Chorale. On June 3rd of 2013, we had our 1-year anniversary date together. On July 14th of 2013, we left for that life-changing trip to Kenya together with others from Christian Campus House. On November 10th of 2013, we were sitting out on your back porch having a conversation. Andrea and Amy, they were looking out the window because they were your roommates, and they were waving, and we were like, hey, what's up? And we broke up. And it was the most I'd ever cried in my entire life. It's the most you've cried, I'm sure, in your entire life, and it just was a terrible time, but we realize now that it was for the better because we got to grow individually, we got to grow closer with God and just reflect on what our relationship was like in the past. The next 2 days, we went on our fall tour with the Missouri State Concert Chorale. That was awkward. On December 13th of 2013, you came over to my house to hang out in a group setting. We realized very quickly that being just friends was going to be a difficult task. All of 2014 and part of 2015 was just an awkward mess of trying to figure out how are we going to just be friends. In May of 2014, we went on tour with Chorale to the UK while we were not dating. That was an awkward trip, but we got to see parts of the world that we had never seen before, and we still did it together. Toward the end of 2014, we both dated other people, and I think through that we realized what we had was really special, and we kept looking for what we had in those other relationships. In December of 2014, Brian Moody told me that we should get back together, and I said, no. In February of 2015, a lot of our friends were telling us, you guys have both grown up a lot, you guys have both changed a lot, you should try dating again. And I was still like, I don't know about that. But at the beginning of March 2015, 2015, I got the guts to write you a letter, and I put it in your mailbox, expressing my feelings and expressing that I would love to hang out with you again to see if this could work out again. I still truly loved you, and I thought that you might feel the same way. The night after I wrote that note and put it in your mailbox, we talked, and you said that you would be willing to take baby steps. We both had different opinions on what baby steps meant. Toward the end of March 2015, we started hanging out again. And on April 3rd of 2015, when I got the phone call that I was going to be the new music teacher at Inman Intermediate, I called you immediately and said, hey, guess what? I got a job in town. And you were so excited for me, and you said, why don't you come over and celebrate with me? And that night, we watched Holes, and we had our first kiss of round 2. You're actually calling me right now, but I'm not going to answer because I'm making this video. Sorry. Boop. I apologize.
That's
Love
so
you.
mean.
Anyway, April 12th of 2015, we had our first date of round 2 by going to Wingstop, yummy, and going to see the Missouri State Concert Chorale, where our relationship kind of started. So it was kind of cool to see how we started in chorale, and then our first date of round 2 was going to see chorale as audience members. On May 15th of 2015, we walked together at our commencement ceremony from Missouri State University. The next day, I left for a 12-day tour with the Missouri State Concert Chorale without you. And during this tour is when I realized that I loved you again, and that I truly didn't really stop loving you the entire time. And so the night we got back, I came to your house and I told you again that I loved you and that I wanted to pursue you again. So from that night on, we have been dating again. We've started Tuesdays. We've been supporting each other in our own endeavors. We're always there for each other. We're always being honest with each other now. We're always trusting each other now. I am beyond convinced that we are meant to serve God together the rest of our lives. Kaitlyn, I'm in love with you, and I love serving next to you. I love worshiping our Savior together. I love living life with you, and obviously we've had some adventures in the past. In total, we've been to 6 different countries in Europe together. We've been to Africa together. We've been to New York City together. The adventures that we have had in the past don't even begin to compare to the adventures that I'm looking forward to in the future with you. So, at this moment, I'd like to hand the mic from past Blake to present day Blake, and he is now going to take over, and I think you're gonna like what he's about to say. I hope your answer to the question will be correct. I love you so much, and I can't wait to see what happens next in our lives.
Hey, you're sneaky. You're so sneaky.
That's not what you say before somebody proposes.
That was sweet. For the first like half of that, I'm just eating tacos until I realized it's here.
Just eating
Literally,
taco
this
soup
is how it
before
looks.
proposal.
Hey. I'm so hungry.
It's okay, I know I already ate, so I just poured that so that way, yeah, we both had Wendy's.
I knew you smelled like Wendy's, you jerk.
I've done a lot of lying.
You have.
Pinky swore that I wasn't going to propose to them. But I'm not very good with words, as you can tell from what that video just was.
It's
But
good.
I love you so much. And I've never loved someone as much as I love you. I love serving God with you. I love living life with you. I love serving you and taking care of you when you're sick. I love protecting you. And over the last 4 years, it has become obvious to me that we are meant to spend the rest of our life together. So, with that said, Kaitlyn, Michelle, Hadley, look at me.
Yeah.
'Cause to know you is to know love, and to know love is to know enough.
It fits. Praise the Lord.
Hey, guess what?
What?
You wanna like call your parents or something?
Yeah.
Or we can just say, hey guys, she said yes!
to know love, and to know love is to know enough to walk with you through this life, from now until the day I die. 'Cause what better way is there to live than to